So, anyone else's mom just joined Instagram? Yes, my mom just joined Instagram. It's really cool. She told me I need to stop posting sexy selfies because, quote, there are pedophiles on the internet. I was like, Mom, I'm 35. And she said, yeah, but they don't know that. Which is the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. I turned 35 last year. I'm about to turn 36. That is how that works. And I've learned a lot in the past year, and one is that 35 is the year that my moisturizer stopped working for me, which super sucks. It especially sucks because my moisturizer is called Hope in a Jar. This company makes another one for more mature skin, and it's called When Hope Is Not Enough. So that is what I'm spending $77 on every month. Yeah, that joke is not my joke. That is Philosophy's joke on me. Another thing I learned this year is I now have a bald spot in the center of my bush. That's what I'm dealing with these days. My mom says I'll be totally bald down there by 40, which is something I look forward to. But yeah, so now I have to make that decision a lot of good men before me have had to make. You know, shave it all off or grow it out and do some kind of a comb over thing. Yeah, and I decided to just shave it. And it's not for the reasons you think. I just think my pussy could pull it off. You know, in like a Bruce Willis way. Do you guys like the word pussy? Yeah, I thought there'd be more cheers for that. Hell yeah. My boyfriend's mom was gonna be here tonight. I'm really glad she's not now. But anyway, pussy. So I wish when men talked about getting pussy, they meant understanding it. They don't. They don't. In this perfect world, it would be like one guy asks another what he's doing for the weekend, and he's like, getting pussy. And then the other one's like, oh, me too, what are the chances? We're going to the same seminar. On female pleasure. Yeah, that's not happening. You know what is happening a lot? Everyone has kinks now. Do you guys have kinks? I've been thinking a lot about this. You all have kinks, I know it. You all listen to Dan Savage and you celebrate it, it's a thing. I think a lot about like how people discover what their kink is, like what is the origin story. And I think about this a lot because 4 men have asked me to pee in their mouths. Like, how did you know, Brian? You know what I mean? Like, how did you know that's what you're into? And let me tell you guys, the first time it happened to me, I was like, totally, you know? His mouth was a lot closer than the toilet. Yeah. And when it started, like, he was pretty into it. Like, he was super into it. But then the more it was happening, he seemed to start struggling. It was like he couldn't account for the volume. And that's what I realized what my kink was. Waterboarding men. Thank you. So yeah, another kink I've been thinking about. How many people do you think like getting tied up during sex? Just because they're lazy. It's kind of how I got into it. So towards the end of my 4-year relationship, I was asking my then boyfriend to both tie me up and blindfold me every time we had sex. But it was just so I could get like 3 to 5 minutes to myself. Yeah, that didn't last. I broke up with him. I was super relieved. He was really bummed out for a while. But I knew he was doing better within a couple weeks because he started posting these makeout selfies with his new girlfriend on Instagram. And it wasn't the photos that bothered me, it was the hashtags. Hashtag real. Hashtag true love. Hashtag finally. Damn. I was like, say what you mean, Jason. Hashtag Alissa, are you seeing this? That's what you meant, Jason. But yeah, you guys know like when you break up with somebody and people find out and then like a bunch of dudes from your past come back and message you on Facebook Messenger. Have you guys had this happen to you before? So this guy hit me up. We had known each other for like 8 years and he messaged me saying he had a crush on me for 8 years. Big red flag, right? But he was really hot and really tall, so I went out with him. When I say really tall, I should say too tall. He is 6'8", I am 5'1". Okay? When we held hands, it looked like this. Like I had a question. We took a shower together once. Well, I wouldn't call it a shower because not a single drop of water hit me. And his boner was like right here. And I knew what he wanted me to do with it. I told dick jokes. That is not what he wanted. It didn't work out with me and this dude, and it wasn't the height difference, it was more like the long-term crush. You know, he just kept putting me on a pedestal. Like we needed it to kiss, but every girl hates that. All right, I'm no longer single, but when I was, I had a lot of one-night stands. Anyone else have some one-night stands in their lifetimes? Thank God. Sometimes there's no claps or cheers during that, and I'm like, bunch of nerds or liars or both. Anyway, there's one-night stand that comes to mind when I'm talking about one-night stands. And it started like all the rest, very drunk, okay? And the sex was like all the drunk sex I've ever had, so no feelings. I mean that literally. Ladies, I know you all have this problem. We don't talk about it. DNPD, that's drunk, numb pussy disorder. It's a real issue. That's why I like morning sex. It's just like, once more with feeling. But that's where the story gets interesting. So I wake up in this guy's apartment because he is taking my pulse. It's not a good sign, you guys. So I slowly open my eyes and realize there is blood everywhere. There are bloody handprints on the walls. There's blood in the sheets. There's blood on the floor. A white cat runs by. Yeah, and that's when I'm like, fuck. Why can't I have blackout period sex with a stranger that has a black cat? You know? And he's finally like piecing it together, figuring it out. And he starts to shame me and he says, you better stick around and help me bathe my cat. And I'm like, no, dude. Pretty sure 5 minutes ago you thought you murdered me. So how about you take care of your pussy, and I'll take care of mine. Thanks so much, you guys. Happy birthday, Riff. Happy birthday, me. Thanks, you guys have been so awesome. Here's Lauren again.